So I definitely forgot that I was supposed to be like blogging or journaling this trip. So my bad for that. I did take some pictures along the way. I'm in Arkansas right now. I've driven through California. I've driven through Arizona, New Mexico, and Texas. So I was talking with my best friend Omar, and of course he reminded me about these. But as I was kind of contemplating what I would say on this one, other than my bad for not getting any more footage along the way, but this is what Arkansas on the road looks like. I'm really glad that it kind of changed, because I don't know if you can see the shit over there, the side of the road over there. The whole interstate was that color for like a long stretch. It was really ugly. It was like shit brown color. I've never seen an interstate that like that. But that's not even close to what I wanted to kind of talk about in today's video, or this part of the video. And you know, when he told me about journaling and blogging this journey, you know, I know he kind of had it more for like one video kind of deal and just kind of like blogging the journey, you know, taking pictures and videos along the way. That's not my style. I don't know, it's just whatever. I'm not, I know myself. I'm not gonna sit at home and try to stitch them all together, and like, I don't know how to do all of that. And I could figure it out. I most certainly could, but I'd rather just make content, just take a couple videos, talk to you guys for a little bit about what's going on, what God's talking to me about a little bit along this journey. And I was just thinking, and this journey has so far taken me through a lot of what I can equate to everyday life, right? It's taken me from 5,000 foot highs in California, coming through the mountains, and it's also taken me through, you know, desert, desolate areas. It's taken me through bustling cities, and it's taking me through all kinds of rugged terrain. Some states I was in for a little bit, some states I was in for, oh my God. You know if you know, but that oh my God was for Texas. Jesus, I was in it. I never thought I was going to leave Texas. And now we're narrowing down what I really wanted to talk to you in this video. And kind of what I wanted to bring to light, or what was on my mind, or kind of deal, whatever. I know I'm bullshit trying to get my thoughts together. So yesterday was Texas Day. I drove in Texas for what seemed like forever. There were times in Texas where I was literally going 75, 80 miles an hour on cruise control, feeling like I was crawling. Like, when I say, like, I felt like I was crawling, I felt like I was making no progress. And I felt like, you know, Texas is never going, I'm never going to leave Texas. Like, my car's going to break down before I get out of Texas. Like, just all kinds of thoughts were running through. But that is almost immediately where I am in life right now. You know, I'm trying to make good on the stock market challenge. It's not a challenge, it's a lifestyle, and you know, it's proven to be the most challenging thing that's ever happened to me. And you know, still to this day, I don't know if I'm gonna be able to get it done. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to do it. I believe that I have the capabilities. I believe that God is on my side. I believe all of those things, but you know, it's still an unknown. I can make good trades, but I make really bad trades so much better. Like, I am a really good horrible trader. What I mean by that is I can make, you know, 60, 80 bucks a trade like it's like, you know, like it's candy, you know, like it's just picking it from babies, you know. Every once in a while I can get $100, $200 trade, but my average loss is like $200. My average loser is well over 3 of my winners. And that is just a recipe for failure. So where I was kind of taking this and what was going on with me yesterday and everything, and being in Texas for literally like 12 hours, was I'm in Arkansas now, you know. I'm in Arkansas, you know. I went through the highs of being in California and driving through and seeing all this beautiful rugged terrain, and then coming into Texas and being in Texas for so long and it just being so flat and desolate and just you know. And then like it gives you a little bit of reprieval. You come in, you've been in Texas for about 10 and 11 hours now, you know, and you get to Dallas, you get to a city, you know, for me it was Dallas, Arlington. You're like, oh my God, civilization, people, look, oh my God, the buildings are pretty, and boom, and you're right back into desolation for another, you know, 6 hours before you get the fuck out of Texas, and you're like, Jesus Christ, that took forever. But that's where I am with this trading shit. Is I'm in that, can this take any longer? You know, can I just whip this around and make good on this journey that I'm traveling on with the stock market? Can I just not trade that shitty? Can I not wipe out all of my gains in one bad trade? You know, can I continue to trade for days on end if I do have a red day after that? You know, for the longest time it would be green day, red day that wipes me out. Not only wipes out the gains that I had just gotten, but wipes out my ability to trade, because I mean, I'm coming in with $500 and I know that, you know, that's a little low for me. I do think I need to come in with a little bit more, and I don't think that it's impossible to trade from 500. I think I talked about this or touched on it in a previous video, but for me, I don't think I'm able to build the necessary repertoire, if you will, to win in the stock market, having the margins be so short, so tight, and so small on my end, having just $500. So I think the next time I jump in, we're going to try to jump in with, like, you know, at least 3 to 5 is my goal. But I am going to continue to keep my account funded so that I can paper trade along that time. But you know, this getting back to the actual point. I know you may have to like piece this, put it together, but that's just kind of how I am, and I'm sorry for that. You know, I am who God made me. Sorry. But overall, the whole message and tone of this video is that, you know, even though your current situation may feel like it is never going to end, even though your current situation may feel very desolate and alone, even though your current situation may not be at the highs of life, may not be, you know, in a comfortable zone, may be in a very desolate, alone type of valley type of area, you know. Even though all of that may be true, you're gonna get through it. That's it, you know. I got through it. I'm through Texas, you know. I'm in Arkansas now, you know. It's a couple of states, one more giant push, and I'm back home. So that's pretty much just what I kind of wanted to talk to you guys about a little bit today. If I could encourage you, if you're on some kind of harrowing journey that you don't know if it's going to end, you don't know if you're going to be able to make it, you don't know if you're going to be able to make it and do well making it, or have success once you did make it, know that you will, man. You just got to keep pushing, keep pressing, keep just doing what you're doing. You don't know if you're doing it wrong. I don't know how, but I just have to believe that, you know, at one point in time, you're going to get that thing that's going to come through and you're going to be like, yo, you're fucking up. You know, and I just think if we're astute, and you want this thing bad enough that you're willing to pay attention to all the little monotony of things that may just have never even hit your radar before, if you're willing to kind of pay attention to all those little flaws in yourself, and kind of nip them at the bud, take care of this one, take care of that one, and just over the course of time, just chip away at what you think is holding you back, or you're going to end up on the right path, is what I'm saying. And once you get on that right path, if you just stick to it long enough, you will succeed. I have to believe that, because I have nothing else. Right now with this coronavirus, I don't have a job. The restaurant industry is in shambles. This coronavirus has brought the whole industry that I love to almost to a screeching halt. You would think that something that everybody needs would become so obsolete. Everybody needs to eat, and I get that we can all cook ourselves and all that, but this whole thing has really brought an entire industry with thousands upon thousands and millions of people across the world to an uncertain future. And that's heartbreaking. That's why I wanted to learn the stock market thing in the first place, was so that I didn't have to be a part of it. But for right now, I still very much am a part of it. It's where I want to draw my skills, use the skills that God gave me to make the money that's going to give me the opportunity to make it in the stock market one day. But I don't want to take up too much of your time, guys. I did want this to be kind of an inspiration kind of thing. And if it's anything, look at one side, just ugly, drab, and just ugh. And then this side, just lush, green, and beautiful. That's how close it can be, before that's how close you can be. You can be on the ugly side and just be right across the street from the pretty side. And because you didn't have enough stick-to-itiveness, because you didn't have enough perseverance or dedication to what you wanted or what you saw in your life or what you saw for your life at one point in time, don't give up. That's words from me that I need to take into consideration myself, because again, this trading journey is fucking difficult, man. It is really, really, really hard, and I don't know why I'm getting kind of emotional about it right now, but it's really hard. And if this journey across the country can help you in any way, just know that again, we'll go through it again, even though life may not look like you have the best viewpoint, because you're not looking at it from a high position. You may be in a valley. Just because you're in a valley, just because it looks desolate, just because it doesn't look like it's gonna have a positive outcome, it's temporary, guys. It's temporary. That is the devil screaming at you. And I don't know why the devil's voice in our life is so much louder and more readily available than the soft, still voice of Jesus Christ. I challenge God and to say, speak up, bro, let me hear you. But he doesn't work like that. most certainly does not work like that. You fall to His will, or you just fall. And I'm ready to fall to His will. So I hope that this can kind of help you out in anywhere you might be, that just because the journey may seem long, just because the journey may seem like it's never going to end, it will. And with God, through God, you're going to make it. You're going to come out on top. And if you don't, then, fail again. Fail often, fail better. That's all you got to do. And at one point in time, you're going to knock off the failures, and the only thing left you're going to have to do is succeed. And at that point, all you got to do is walk through the door. And that's why so many people think it happens overnight for people. It doesn't happen overnight for people. And that's where you got to get it. That's where you can't get it twisted. But now we're starting to rant. We're starting to get on to another, lots of different tangents. I could go all day on shit like this. Just for this one, it may seem long, it may seem arduous, it may seem desolate, it may seem like it's never going to end, but it will. And with God, you're going to be better for it. Peace, guys.